Good morning, everybody. It is January 6th. Just got back from walking my dog. And I've been thinking about this for ever since the Christmas season started, you know. When I was a little girl, Dr. Seuss came out with the children's story, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And obviously nowadays you see the Grinch everywhere, and I thought to myself, the Grinch really did steal Christmas. Granted, there's still some Santa Clauses and reindeers out there, but the big deal is all about the Grinch. And, if you look at him just objectively as a little character, he's not a pleasant little fellow. I know what the story says, and he gets his heart at the end and all that, but the Grinch stole Christmas, and he's a Grinch. He does not look like a pleasant character, because it's certainly not about Jesus. Anyway, I'll get off that rant. I had another realization a few days ago. A boyfriend that I had in El Paso when I was in the Army, the last year and a half I was in the Army, I thought was genuine and sweet and loving and kind. And I just had a recall of a memory of us in a situation where, guess what? Now he was a handler too. I don't know why it surprises me. It's just always fascinating to look back on your life and remember things, and with the point of view that you have now, be able to put things together and go, duh. But they, had us brainwashed and conditioned, and I'm not going to judge myself, but it's the disillusionment, the constant, never-ending disillusionment about what I thought my life was it's amazing, and I don't regret it. I don't ever want to look back. I'm excited for what my life is going to become from all of this, but I got a beat on that boyfriend. And what he did, his purpose is they would, I let slip when I was first there something about Germany, and nothing terrible, but so when I got to El Paso, they MK altered me and instilled my programming even deeper so that I would not slip again with my tongue. Even the hint of anything. I didn't even let slip anything bad. Just, I made an innocuous comment about, the castles and the circuses. It's where I was abused. Places called those things. Anyway, so when I got to El Paso, they reconditioned me, and I had a boyfriend at the time. And I remember being gone for 2 days, being tortured, and came back and knocking, oh my God, I've been worried, you've been gone for 2 days, where were you? And me, programmed, not wanting to get him in trouble or involved and keep the secret and all that. And, oh no, I made up some big BS lie. And, and so all through our relationship, he would always ask questions and prod and poke. And I thought it was because he was concerned about me. No, he was testing me to see if I would let slip, is what he was doing. And then led me into another trap. So, Edward, this is for you, motherfucker. Nasty people! Constant betrayal! Constant lies! Everybody's a handler! Everybody! Fucking people! No goodness in your hearts at all! Just the absolute network of fucking insanity! Got to stop! Die, you bastard! Die! I thought you were sweet! The longest relationship I had ever had! And you fucked me over! You were using me and testing me! Oh, for the fucking cult! The fucking cult! Cult of evil! The never-ending evil! It's disgusting! You know, I love the phrase that Nathan Reynolds uses. It's so appropriate. Radical, intelligent evil. And that's what it is. Radical, intelligent evil. Thought of every angle, every direction, everything. You don't leave anything to chance, do you? Nothing, you motherfuckers. Die! Die, all of you! Feel this, Edward! Feel it from the ends of the earth! You will burn in hell! Whatever fucking reward you got, it's not good enough! Because you will burn! You will fry! I mean, you gotta give them credit. They're good. They're brilliant in a lot of ways. But they will never, ever outsmart God. Ever. They think they've won. They think they've controlled it all. And you haven't. You have not. You will lose. You are losing. We're waking up. And we're pissed. Take our rage! Wow. I keep being reminded of a survivor I talked to for several months ago. I think it was around May or June. And he was telling me how throughout his whole life, every friend or woman in his life was a handler. And at the time, I was oblivious to my own. And I remember thinking, oh, well, I'm glad I didn't have that happen to me. Well, I did. Here it is in my face. Every boyfriend along the way. You know, except my husband, thank goodness. Boyfriends, girlfriends, all of it, all throughout. Just all lie. And my sisters too. All handlers, just handling me. Make sure I don't talk. Make sure I don't remember. Make sure. Control, control, control. Fuck you all! Fuck you all! We remember! We remember! You will pay! They're not paying in hell already. Anyway. I always like to try to think as I'm hitting this TED in real time right now that person, if they are still alive, I ask God to transfer that energy I'm putting onto TED and send it to the ends of the earth so that person can feel it. Let them have a migraine all day or all month or all year. Let them have upset stomachs and backaches and every single body memory I've ever had. Send it their way. That's what I ask God to do. And if y'all are still hung up on this, oh, forgive and forget and all that, you know, I'm going to go over it again and again and again. Forgiveness comes when the person who has wronged you has gotten right with God, has repented, has done the right thing, has gotten right with themselves, and then they come to you, the person that they wronged, and they apologize to you, and they make it right. And they don't just make you whole. They give you another 10 or 20% on top of that. That's what's in the Bible. That's God's way. And once that person has taken the time to make it right with God, make it right with themselves, make it right with you, and go above and beyond making you whole, that's the point when you can forgive. The thing is all these perpetrators we've had throughout our entire lives, not one of them ever gets right with God, number one, never gets right with themselves, meaning, oh, I have a conscience and I might listen to it. And they never get right with the victim, because if they did, they'd wind up in jail. So no, these people do not deserve forgiveness. As a matter of fact, I just finished the book of Ezekiel, okay? God does not forgive all those people with all that sin and all that wickedness and all the shit they did back then. He took vengeance on them. He does not approve. If they do not change their ways and get right with God and repent, he's sending them to hell. He's wiping them out. He's burning them. He's slaughtering them. He's slashing them. So all of this, I'm sorry to be yelling, all of this in the society, forgive and forget. It's just the cult programming society to keep everybody fucking shut up and shut down and giving a pass to these motherfuckers. And I'm not there. I'm not going there. I will never advocate for it. So I'm sorry. As you can tell, I got some rage. Feel it! Feel it! God will make you burn for eternity! Feel it! Just when I thought I was done. Anyway, I think I'll let y'all go. God bless you. Keep you. I ask God to give you exactly what you need when you need it on your healing journey, to surround you, your spouse, your children, as long as your spouse is not a handler or a bad guy, but to surround you and your godly loved ones, your pets, your property, your vehicles, and your travels. Surround you in impenetrable shields of his love with his holy angels standing guard, to send you his warrior angels in times of spiritual warfare, to bind all powers, principalities, spiritual wickedness in all places, on all planes of existence, from any and all interference with you, to bind any and all astral projection to you or from you. You might not be aware of it. And for God to just look over you, work deeply in your hearts and your minds, help you, comfort you, and give you exactly what you need when you need it for your journey, healing, so that we can all reach our hopes and dreams and help all those others that need it. Okay, let y'all go. Love you. Bye. Round and round, what comes around?